Hello everyone, my name is Nancy Valdivia and this presentation is about Albert Bandura's influence on student success and trauma-informed education. In this presentation, I will briefly explain who Bandura is, why his theory mattered, and how it influenced education and how it connects to trauma-informed practices today.
To understand Bandura's influence on education, we must first consider the educational climate of the time. In the mid-20th century, behaviorism dominated education. Behaviorists such as John Watson and B.F. Skinner asserted that learning occurred primarily through rewards, punishments, and environmental conditioning. In 1961, Bandura conducted the famous Bobo doll experiment, in which he revealed that individuals could learn behavior simply by observing others. This observation occurred even without rewards or consequences. Bandura's experiment challenged the core assumptions of behaviorism, and it paved the way to the social cognitive theory. The shift in perspective was significant. Bandura proposed that learners are active participants in their education. They interpret their experiences and influence their own development rather than merely reacting to the environment. This understanding of learning has profound implications for educational practices today. There are four key concepts for Albert Bandura's social cognitive theory. The first is reciprocal determinism. In it, it suggests that behavior, personal beliefs, and the environment are continuously affecting one another. Students influence their environment while the environment also influences them. Second is observational learning. Students learn by observing others. Teachers, mentors, peers, and family members all serve as models for learning. Third is self-efficacy. This refers to a student's belief in themselves and their ability to succeed. Students with high self-efficacy are more likely to persist through challenges and remain motivated. And finally is self-regulation. This involves setting goals, monitoring progress, and adjusting behaviors to achieve your desired outcome. Together, these concepts transformed educational psychology by viewing learners as active participants in their own learning. Bandura's theories influence many educational practices that educators still use today. Teachers model desired behaviors, provide guided practice, encourage goal setting, and build student confidence. These strategies are designed to strengthen self-efficacy and help students become more independent, motivated, and successful learners. Bandura's theory is strong, but it has limitations as it doesn't address factors such as trauma, poverty, emotional dysregulation, and spiritual development. These elements are essential for understanding complexities of human behavior and learning. In order for students to develop self-efficacy and self-regulations, they must have an environment that is safe, predictable, and has supportive accountability. Educators have effectively adapted Bandura's ideas within culturally responsive trauma-informed practices. However, it is essential to note that Bandura's theory emphasizes cognitive, behavioral, and environmental influences. It does not fully address the spiritual development aspects of an individual. From a biblical perspective, Bandura's focus on personal responsibility and self-regulation resonates with Christian principles of stewardship. Yet, spiritual formation is a crucial component of human growth that goes beyond Bandura's framework. Understanding this intersection enhances our approach to education and personal development. Albert Bandura's theories continue to shape contemporary education today. He has demonstrated that students are not passive learners of information. Instead, they're active participants in their own learning. Perhaps his greatest contribution was the idea of self-efficacy, a student's belief in his or herself to succeed. This greatly influences motivation, persistence, and academic achievement. Although his theory does not fully address culture, trauma, and spiritual development, his concepts of self-efficacy, self-regulation, and environmental influences remain highly relevant. Ultimately, Bandura's legacy reminds educators what students believe about themselves often influences what they can achieve.